Not my son now. Harry fuming mad as Charles releases his private messages begging money to pay debt. The royal family revealed that Harry had reportedly called and texted asking for his money but was rejected by Charles. This reaction of Charles is very sharp, but it's surmised that Charles cut all ties with Harry because he called and disturbed the royal family dozens of times. Harry reportedly bombarded the late Queen with calls when she was put on light duties due to her worsening mobility, which would mean this took place at some point since October of last year when Her Majesty's health crisis started. Harry is not as well off as people are led to believe. He was wanting money. The late Queen was always happy to speak with Harry, but when asked for money, she said, "Why don't you speak to your father?" Harry told her that Charles wasn't taking his calls anymore. When the Queen asked Charles what he was doing about it because she was fielding so many calls, he told her, "I'm not a bank. Hold your very expensive horses here. Where is all the Sussex's money gone?" Royal experts who had earlier revealed Harry's phone calls to the late monarch, Queen Elizabeth, had weighed in on her comments. According to Daniela Elster, Prince Harry was begging King Charles post the release of the Harry and Meghan teaser. The Duke of Sussex undoubtedly has a myriad of income sources through various public campaigns and projects. However, sources read they seem to have had some money problems. Elster also reports in her previous accounts that the prince often rang Queen Elizabeth for financial support. Although the late monarch had a profound love for her grandchildren, she evidently turned him down, asking Harry to reach out to his father. Earlier reports even say Prince Harry disturbed the Queen at her last stage and was also one of the reasons she was so worried. Following her demise, Harry apparently turned to his father in hope of help. Sadly, the Sun reported a few days ago that King Charles has now stopped answering his self exiled son's calls. Insiders now claim Prince Harry is not as well off as people are led to believe. The Duke and his Duchess gave up their royal duties towards their UK sovereigns in the year 2020. The official declaration released from the palace read that they are now finally independent of their royal patronages and rights. They are not to receive any means of financial help from any member of the imperial family. If you've been following the melodramatic Sussex story for the last few years, then you would likely think that the couple is positively rolling in dosh thanks to the laundry list of deals they've signed since pitching up in the US. First came news of their Netflix contract, then their Spotify one, followed by the Penguin Random House getting in on the action and securing Harry's talents via a reported multi-million deal. That was just the beginning. Harry also managed to break new ground for the House of Windsor by going out and getting himself that most shocking of things, a job. In March of 2021, it emerged that he had joined the C suite at the billion-dollar company Better Up as Chief Impact Officer. While there has never been any indication of how much the Duke might be pocketing for the gig, or whether he's being paid in cash, shares, or all the vegan power bars he can carry from the office kitchen, you'd have to imagine that the value of this deal is significant. But Harry got into big trouble when those projects kept failing, especially recently Netflix asking them for a refund.